TRN News.
Severe weather will be possible tonight and overnight for portions of Tennessee. The biggest threat will be across Middle Tennessee along and northwest of a line from Hartsville to Nashville to Selmer. And the biggest threat will be strong, damaging winds, but very heavy rain will also be possible. A 6-3 ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court upholds a Tennessee law that restricts gender transition care for minors. The law bans gender transition surgery, puberty blockers, and hormone therapy. All 3 liberal judges were in dissent. This Thursday is Fee-Free Day at National Park Service sites. Tomorrow is Juneteenth, National Independence Day. All national parks will be free to visit. Andrew Johnson National Historic Site and Big South Fork National River are just a few of the local ones. I'm Scott Hooper.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Confessions of a Potentially Perfect Parent, brought to you by AdoptUsKids.org.
I might look like an adult, like a person who could possibly be a parent, but I have no idea how to talk like one. And everyone knows that if you want to be a parent, you have to sound good when you say things like, "Don't make me turn this car around," or "Because I said so," or "Don't make me come back there." I don't even really know what those things mean, but I know that I actually believed my parents when they said them to me. How did they manage to sound so convincing? Here we go. "Don't make me come back there." Oh, no, that's not tough enough at all. Kids can sense weakness. "Don't make me come back there." Ooh, yeah, that's better. In fact, that kind of sounded like my dad. Weird.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to listen to you practice your dad voice. Call 1-888-200-4005 or visit AdoptUsKids.org for more information. This message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
A former Franklin soccer coach is pleading guilty to charges related to child sex abuse. 65-year-old Camilio Campos Hurtado entered the pleas during a court appearance yesterday. Investigators say he drugged and raped young boys over decades and recorded video of some of the attacks. He could end up spending life in federal prison following his sentencing in October. State Senator Bill Powers will not seek the 7th Congressional District in Tennessee. He said he prefers working on state and local issues over national ones. Powers has represented Montgomery County since 2019. The field is wide open in the special election to replace Representative Mark Green. And Travelers Rest in Nashville is throwing a big Juneteenth celebration. It's offering a Landscape of Enslavement to Freedom tour. The 1-hour tour will give folks a look at how enslaved and emancipated individuals lived during the 19th century. I'm Scott Hooper, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville's City Council will consider a $708,000 change order this evening for the 10th Street widening project from Wilson Avenue to Fisk Road. Items included in that change order included additional paving and storm pipes, curbing for apartments, and additional undercut due to unsuitable soils. The change order brings the new total price for the project construction to $8.3 million and a completion date of October 28th. The Overton County School Board has appointed Kim Dillon as the interim director of schools. Dillon will serve until a full-time director is hired. She currently serves as an instructional supervisor for grades 7 through 12. The U.S. Supreme Court announced Wednesday a decision upholding Tennessee's law restricting gender transition interventions for minors. The ruling effectively protects from legal challenges many efforts by President Donald Trump's administration and other state governments to roll back protections for transgender people. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Thursday morning forecast. A few showers and storms are possible through about lunchtime, with scattered thunderstorms potentially developing this afternoon. Highs today will climb into the lower 80s. Skies will be partly cloudy overnight with patchy fog developing. Lows will be in the mid-60s. Dry conditions finally return Friday with sunny skies expected and highs in the mid-upper 80s. Summertime heat will really begin to kick in this weekend with highs around 90 Saturday. Many areas west of the plateau will climb into the lower 90s Sunday. Skies will be bright and sunny all the way through the weekend. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Oh, yo. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio on a rainy Thursday morning. The rain is coming down. Maybe some flash flooding a little bit today, too, because the ground's so wet. Yeah. We've had so much rain. I think I saw, or maybe it was Anthony Taylor that put it out. We're 8 inches over where we normally are or something like that, if I'm remembering that right. But a lot of rain, so be careful if you're getting ready to head out, get in the car. Probably some ponding in the roadways, and I don't know. It was
coming down pretty fast.
Rainy morning.
69 is our temp right now. It's supposed to get up to about 80 this afternoon.
All right. A few things you need to know, and this is interesting, and I don't know who this person is. They're not an advertiser, but you know, sometimes you just see things, you're like, that's a great idea. Mm-hmm. There is someone offering, it's BG Photography, and they're doing something called Stranger Sessions. So you fill out this form that they have, and you can look them up on Facebook, BG Photography. You fill out this form that they have, and then you'll be matched with a stranger for a couples styled photo shoot. So you get signed up and then matched with somebody else and then get your picture made with a complete stranger that you don't know.
Well, I wonder if they're both single, this might lead into something.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. This might be like it doesn't say it's just for singles, but wouldn't that make sense?
Yeah. I think it would, because if you're not single, you have somebody to get your picture made with.
That's right. And then if you go get your picture made with just some stranger, you could get in trouble for that.
Maybe some people don't care.
That being said, it's free and it's a good idea. So BG Photography on Facebook. I've never seen that before in my life.
It is a kind of a clever idea,
it's
though.
Very interesting to me.
Yeah.
I wish I knew somebody who was single that could go do it. Just to see what it's like.
Yeah. And to have take the video with them and stuff.
Yeah. That'd be neat.
Well, the watermelon crawl is coming back to Monterey. It will be next month.
If you drink, don't drive. Do the watermelon crawl.
July 26th. You know, that's not too far away.
It's really not. This year's flying by already. I mean, 4th of July is just around the corner.
Starts at 10 a.m. and goes on all day on July 26th.
Had Cookeville Leisure Services in here yesterday, and they put out that their volleyball camps are back. And if you want more information on their volleyball camps, they're July 14th through the 18th. And you can call 526-9767. That's 526-9767 to get registered or get more information about the Cookeville Leisure Services volleyball camps.
Well, we were talking about leisure services too in the movies in the park.
Yeah.
Coming up this Friday is Paddington in Peru.
Yeah, that's tomorrow night.
Yeah, that is tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I was thinking today was Wednesday for some reason.
No, don't do that to us, Sheila.
Oh my goodness, no. Paddington in Peru and Movies After Dark starts about 8:00 in Dogwood Park, and it is free tomorrow night.
All right. At where is this? It's a gourd painting class. It's from the Artsy Fartsy Paint Studio in Birdstown. They're going to be at the Lavender Farm there in Birdstown on June 27th at 6 p.m. And I guess you get to paint your gourd in the lavender, or at least views of the lavender.
Well, aren't you just artsy fartsy?
Artsy Fartsy Paint Studio. That's what the name of the place is,
I love
Sheila.
it, though. That's why I said that, because it's cute. That's all I have.
One more here. It seems like we just had the Putnam County Home Show. Now the Putnam County Fall Home Show is coming up September 13th through the 14th. If you would like to be an exhibitor or just want more information, go to putnamcountyhomeshow.com and they'll get you helped out. Or you can call 516-688-5856 to get involved too. Victoria and her husband are just great people, the ones who put that on. So
put on by Wynn Productions.
Yeah.
And Victoria and Steve just are great folks and do a lot for this area.
Mm-hmm. Also, there's a female anglers tournament on Del Hollow Lake this weekend. It's called Two Chicks in a Boat Fishing Tournament.
I love it.
It starts tomorrow evening at 5 at Sunset Marina in Birdstown.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. That's all I've got there.
All right.
Sheila.
Well, coming up next, it's Your 2 Cents, and it's brought to you by Freedom Pond on Mayberry Street in Sparta. And they are a gun and ammo store, along with just about anything else you need, from DVDs to guitars to tools. They've got it. Here's the question. What do you like eating at the movie theater besides popcorn? Me and a friend were talking about that the other day, and I said, well, I like nachos and cheese with a little bit of jalapeno on there, even better than popcorn. I know I shouldn't have the cheese. Jason looked at me.
No. I mean, that's
read
not
his mind sometimes.
That's not even real cheese. That's a cheese-like substance.
It's real good.
Now,
it's not that I don't like
it is
popcorn.
good.
I do.
It is good.
It is great.
But that popcorn, I mean,
Movie theater popcorn is something different.
that's about all I get. I'll occasionally get a candy bar. If I do get a candy bar at the movies, it's Reese cups.
Yeah.
Because, they sell the mini Reese cups at the...
It's real good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly popcorn. I'm a popcorn guy. I love popcorn.
I mean, and the smell of it makes you... I think popcorn and coffee both smell better than they taste. And they taste pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know, Sheila. That's a tough question.
But it's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hope, anyway.
Because I'm trying to remember what's actually in the...
In it? Well, there's a lot of candies.
You're
not a big candy person. You like sweets.
I like chocolate. I don't like candy.
You like cobblers and stuff like that.
I like stuff like that. I like desserts.
Yeah.
But I don't like Jolly Ranchers or stuff like
I'm
that.
talking about chocolate candy.
Yeah.
I'm like you. If I'm going to the theater, it better be chocolate stuff.
Yeah, I'm not one to get Skittles or stuff like that.
But I do like those Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, I like the Reese's Pieces. I'll have some of those. It's mostly whatever Donna sneaks into the...
But I mean, at some places you can
movie
get
theater.
pretzels, you can get hot dogs and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah. Have you ever been to one of those movie theaters that you can eat like a meal at?
Like a meal.
Yeah, you can.
You're not talking about nachos and cheese.
No, I'm talking
and
about you can
pretzels.
get a hamburger, fries, and all. Have you ever been to a place like that?
I haven't been anything that fancy.
Well, it wasn't. It's not necessarily fancy.
They
But
have some in Nashville, I think.
but I loved it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
And the seats were super comfortable, and you could eat and you could watch your movie, and the food was really good. It was
We
good
need to
food.
add on to ours here and make all that.
Well,
But then it's like having to hire people to keep it up
Right.
too.
This one was that I went to was separate from like any other movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
I think they called it the Movie Tavern because you could also
Oh, the movie tavern.
you could get beer there as well. And yes, you could have. Oh, they had a full bar, as a matter of fact. But you could. It's full bar, full food. Then they just had one movie theater.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it was. It was really good.
That's a good date
I
night.
saw a couple movies there.
I'm sure you did.
Movie tavern. Yeah, someone needs to do that here.
That's a really cute idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're asking that question. What do you like eating at the movie theater besides popcorn? Because we know that's the most popular.
That's going to be number one no matter
Yeah.
what.
So I was like, besides popcorn, what is it?
You know, I also like, and it's been a while since I've been to the movies, but I believe you can still get an icy at the movies.
Yes.
And I love an icy.
And it's kind of now because we're adults, we don't have them that often. But what's your favorite flavor of the icy?
Red,
The cherry.
and then cola.
I will have a cola if they don't have anything else because sometimes the cherry's out.
Mm-hmm.
But the cherry is my absolute favorite. I want to do the blue raspberry too.
No, it's red or cola for me. That's it.
No blue raspberry for you.
No, that's some of that newfangled stuff.
They had that when I was a kid. I
No,
thought.
they didn't.
Yes, they did. I know I'm 3 years older than you, but they
didn't
did.
have that.
They had a blue icy
they
when I was a
hadn't thought
kid.
they hadn't thought of that yet.
They had a
Sheila.
blue icy, just like they had blue cotton candy. That's blue raspberry. There's been blue raspberry ever since we were kids.
Blue raspberry. That didn't even make sense.
I remember when it was Big K, I was getting blue raspberry.
Coming up, we'll get into what you guys are saying on Your 2 Cents, brought to you by Freedom Pond. That's coming up here in just a little bit here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us, guys. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pond, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pond Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pond, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate 931-WINDOW1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:19.
It is time for Your 2 Cents, brought to you by Freedom Pawn in Sparta, your guns and ammo store and the best little friendly pawn shop around. What do you like eating at the movie theater besides popcorn? We know that's the most popular.
Well, some sort of chocolate, that's for sure.
Well, I like nachos and cheese with a little jalapeno thrown in there because I like a little spice. But Lucille says hot dogs, Linda said anything chocolate, like you
Yeah.
said. Vonda said a big pretzel. Those big pretzels are pretty good. And I like like to dip them
I
in
don't
mustard.
like pretzels.
Even the bigger ones.
It's never been a big pretzel guy.
And Christopher, he said nachos and cheese too. Archie said all the stuff we can cram in my wife's purse, of course.
Amen, Archie.
Think I want to pay those outrageous prices?
Absolutely not.
The tickets alone will almost put a person in bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Archie, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes if you take your whole family, you need to
Take out a loan for it.
Well, I feel like they might need to take you to the finance department, and some of you would need a co-signer.
Yeah.
To get in, but I mean it's a lot. And then when you go get your popcorn and Coke, even if it's just popcorn and Coke,
it's expensive.
it is.
Yeah.
They've got you in there.
But Robin said she likes the chocolate covered raisins. I know you hate raisins.
Nasty.
Michael said red vines and milk duds. I don't know what is red vines
It's like a
licorice thing.
Yeah, licorice. I was gonna say taffy for some reason, but
Okay,
yeah,
Sarah
licorice.
said, I know she said popcorn, but it's a different. She gets the popcorn, then she puts the raisinets in it and mixes it. I've heard of people doing that. I've actually
putting
seen
raisins in your popcorn.
Raisinets, which is the chocolate covered. Here's the deal: I've put M&Ms with the popcorn before, and it's
Now,
good.
M&Ms with popcorn is acceptable.
Even Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces is acceptable.
Junior mints is what Susan said.
Yeah, never been a big Junior Mint guy either.
You don't like the minty flavor?
Nah.
Ah,
It makes your Coke taste weird.
I can see that.
Kind of like drinking orange juice after you brushed your teeth.
Oh, it's
don't
the
like
worst, isn't it?
Yeah.
Toby said milk duds or mints. Steve, hey Steve, Victoria's Steve, says junior mints. He likes
He's a
those
Junior Mint guy, huh?
Connie said chocolate covered raisins or nuts with the popcorn with the chocolate. Oh my God.
Popcorn in the chocolate is
Ooh,
good.
that's good.
Yeah.
Thomas said Cougars, which is a type of candy, and Raisinets.
Cougars is the type of candy.
I had to look it up when I first saw that. Some kind of candy.
Really?
I'd never heard of it either.
No, I've only heard of 2 types of Cougars.
I know. And I was like, maybe he's looking for dates at the movie
Yeah.
theater, but no, it's candy.
Maybe he was hitting on you, Sheila.
He's saying that because of my age, y'all. I am married, and I'm not that old. That old.
No, but if you were single, you'd be a cougar, I bet.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, you're old enough to be one.
I need to start picking on you about your age a little bit more
I don't
because
know.
you know what? He's younger than me, and everybody thinks he's older.
I don't know if there is a.
But they must not listen to the show how much you pick on me for being 3 years old.
I wonder if we'll have to Google it if there's like a certain age that cougar kicks in. 'Cause I don't
My
know-
inner cougar
I
is
don't-
kicking in.
I don't know what age that is, but my guess is somewhere around yours.
My guess is probably before what I am now.
Oh, I think you got to be over 50 before you can
I
start.
think about 45 and up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because when you're a cougar, that means you like the 20s and 30s.
it just means you're an old lady who's
Who likes the younger men?
Right.
Means you're an old lady. You like going, old lady. Did you see him stress that, y'all? Did you have the camera on you?
No, I didn't. Had on
He
you.
said, old lady.
Sheila had on you
stressed it.
because you look so spiffy and you're green today.
You know, I like green with my red hair. Leela said I said, what do you like at the theater besides popcorn? Snow caps. You know those little candies?
Yeah, they're all right.
Good. They're chocolatey.
They're good. I mean, I got nothing wrong with them.
Jim just said candy in general.
Yeah.
Candy. Tex, he's a pretzel guy. He likes the pretzels.
Well, I mean, there's only so many choices that you have.
Well, M&Ms. And then Bill said nothing. I eat at home before we go. It's cheaper to eat at home.
It is. You gotta preload before you get to especially these 3-hour long movies.
They're probably not going to sit at the theater for 3 hours.
That's crazy.
That's like camping out at the theater when it's 3 hours.
Hours? I mean, isn't there something else that? What happened? Because back in the day, a movie was an hour and a half. It was
Yes.
predetermined. This movie's going to be an hour and a half.
That's like the perfect time.
And if it wasn't going to be an hour and a half, it was it was some artsy fartsy film,
Yeah.
that was going to win the Oscars and all that stuff. None of the stuff we'd see anyway.
Yeah.
But your normal, just average, everyday movie that we all went to go see, it was about an hour and a half.
And doesn't that seem like the perfect time now that we've seen all these
Yes.
others?
I don't get, they talk about everybody, especially young kids, they're, the ADD and all this stuff, and they, that don't have a long attention span.
Right.
But yet the movies keep getting longer. So how does that even make sense?
You can't even take your kids because it's too long.
Too long.
It's too long for me
that
too.
That Wicked movie was 3 hours long.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it.
He did. His mouth fell to the floor.
3 hours.
Because that's kind of like a kid movie. The Wicked movie.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. I guess it's about Wizard of Oz, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like another story. It's not Wizard of Oz remake, but it's continuing that story, or like a prequel kind of story, like how she became a witch.
That's another thing I don't believe in. Prequels.
I knew I'd start something when I said prequel.
Listen, if you're a movie maker, just start with the very first one. That's where Star Trek or Star Wars lost everybody.
Well, I don't know if it lost everybody. It lost me and you. I watched the first prequel, was pretty decent, and then all these others kept coming out after it, and I'm just like, y'all are wearing me out.
Yeah.
I'm not that big of a fan that I'm going to keep going down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, I thought they'd finally do one with Luke Skywalker in the womb. The prequel.
Shh, don't say it too loud. They will. They'll
Luke
hear it and they'll
Skywalker
do it.
from the womb.
Well, you make it sound interesting. Let me tell you a movie person I love. Martin Scorsese's great stories, right? Here you got me thrown off again.
No, I just thought of something really terrible to say, but
Let's not say it then.
Yeah.
But Martin Scorsese, now look, this is not going to be the most popular thing because he wins Oscars. But there's always a point in his movies where he loses me just a little bit and then he'll pick me back up again. But he doesn't know how to edit properly.
And who's this?
Martin Scorsese.
Oh.
He's great. He's a great storyteller, but his movies last too daggum long.
Yeah.
And there's always a part in there where I'm thinking this whole scene could have been cut out.
Well, they had that Francis Ford Coppola thing on last night, and all his movies were long too.
Am I getting them mixed up? Those two are great, but need to edit a little bit better.
Yeah, Francis Ford Coppola. Well, I mean, Godfather was
Well, you know what?
2.5, 3
It
hours
was long, but
wasn't it?
it didn't lose me that much.
Now, the second one did.
I think I'm right on Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, the second
Brilliant,
Godfather
and
got me.
also doesn't know. He's so proud of his work, he don't know how to cut it a little shorter.
Yeah.
I could go on and on about
I know,
that.
it's kind of like, I started to say, it's kind of like you talking.
What about it? I don't know how to edit. He thinks I'm a weed eater, that I just try a little bit, and then all of a sudden, zzz.
Yeah, I think everyone is experiencing that currently, maybe. But we all love you, Sheila, and that's what's important. And you look so pretty in your little green outfit today.
See, that's a bless your heart thing right there. It's like, he says something mean, bless her heart.
But you look so cute in your little green outfit today.
It's hard to be mad when I look cute in my green outfit. But Jason never talks too long, does he?
Never. Head over to our Facebook page. That's Jason and Sheila on Facebook, or Good Morning Cookeville. That question's on both. So get over there and get in on your 2 cents today. That's brought to you by our friends over at Freedom Pond, 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. Now, coming up, we've got spoiler alert, but I'll just be real honest. There's not a lot going on.
Are you going to need me to talk?
Yeah, we may need to start the weed eater up, but there's just not a lot of entertainment going on. There's so much other stuff going on in the world that I don't know, maybe entertainment's like, we'll just sit it out for a little while y'all take care of this mess that's going on everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy. And banks, I think, are closed today.
They are.
Because it's
banks,
a
the
holiday.
library.
Juneteenth is today.
And city and county, I think state offices are all closed today too. So just know that if you had any plans on going by and doing that. Also today at 10, they're announcing the new athletic director at Tennessee Tech.
I'm anxious to see who that is.
Yeah, we'll be showing that live here on Hub Plus. So if you want to watch that press conference, we'll have it for you at 10 o'clock right here on Hub Plus. That's on our Roku app, YouTube, Facebook, channel 192 on Twin Lakes and Spectrum. So if you would like to meet the new athletic director that will be announced at 10 o'clock today, you can watch that streamed live on Hub Plus. Right here, right where you're watching me and Sheila at right now.
Here.
The tens upon tens that are watching, we appreciate you.
We do.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting up with my weed eating.
Yeah. So spoiler alerts next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Are you tired of having to wait at a dealership to get your car serviced? Well, then you're going to love Ford Mobile Service from Ford of Cookeville. From oil changes and tire rotations to simple repairs, our certified technicians will do their thing right in your own driveway thanks to our state-of-the-art mobile service van. Let us come to you. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnofCookeville.com or give us a call at 931-526-3325. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Men's College World Series is set as Coastal Carolina took care of Louisville 11-3 to make their second final, while LSU came back to walk off Arkansas and went 6-5 in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs yesterday. Coastal Carolina will play LSU in a best-of-3 series starting on Saturday. Arkansas led 5-3 with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth when a line drive bounced off the head of the Razorback left fielder, allowing 2 runs to score and tie the game. LSU singled in the winning run the next AB. The Buzz family, who own the Los Angeles Lakers, plan to sell their majority stake in the franchise to Mark Walter for $10 billion. That mark is the highest ever for a U.S. professional sports franchise. The Buzz family will keep a minority share of the team for a short period of time. The Buzz family bought the Lakers in 1979 for $67.5 million. After being dropped by the Packers, cornerback Jair Alexander signed on with the Baltimore Ravens yesterday. He signed a 1-year deal worth $6 million with $2 million in incentives. Alexander is back with his close friend and former teammate Lamar Jackson, who they both played at Louisville. The Atlanta Braves beat the New York Mets 5-0 last night behind Chris Sale, who went 8 2/3 on the mound. It's the 5th loss in a row for the Mets. The Yankees lost their 6th game in a row, falling to the Angels 3-2. Red Sox beat the Mariners 3-1, and the Phillies over the Marlins 4-2. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:34.
And our guest this morning will be Tammy Hogan. You remember her from Mustard Seed Ranch, but she's now the Director of Operations here at Willow Window. She just started that a couple of weeks ago. We'll talk to her about that.
And Freedom Week.
Yeah, Freedom Week. They're a huge sponsor of that. And then Homero Gonzalez he's the creator and the maker of Pharmacy hot sauce.
I love him.
Some of the best hot sauce too.
Love
And
his
he's
hot
really
sauce.
grown since we first had him
I
on
know,
a
I
couple of
can't
years
wait.
ago.
I can't wait to see where he's at because I mean he was on his way, and his hot sauce is delicious. It's like a hot sauce salsa. I don't know how to.
That's why it's so good.
I don't know what else to say about it other than
And there's lots of ingredients. And he puts all that together and just made some of the tastiest. So I mean, you can use it just as a salsa too.
Yeah.
But you can put it on chicken and things like that, and it's just
I
great
mixed it
tasting.
with some cream cheese and made a dip.
Ooh, I bet that's
It
good.
was real good.
Anything cream cheese.
I know. Yeah, but the Pharmacy hot sauce with the cream cheese and whip
Yeah.
it and put it on a cracker.
And I mean, you can go from mild to hot, and it's the flavor. Like, I don't like hot sauce that just wants to burn you up. But he's got, starting out mild to a little hotter too, but it's like so many ingredients that the
right.
flavor is popping.
It's popping, y'all.
It's popping.
It's popping. So he's coming up later.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got. I think all this is making me so hungry this morning. We were talking about theater food too, and nachos and cheese and hot dogs, and I'm like, I'm hungry, and I realized we've been talking about food. That's why.
That's why. Anyway.
Okay, now.
Spoiler alert time. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music. Like I was telling you, not a lot. There's no Diddy trial today because the courts are closed.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to tell you about. So all the court proceedings for all the celebrities that apparently that's the era we're in now.
It's nice to have a little break on that.
Yeah. So nothing like that's going on. So nothing to report on that. TV shows for tonight on Netflix, The Waterfront. It's a new series. Family struggles to keep their crumbling North Carolina fishing empire afloat through increasingly dangerous means.
Ooh, that sounds like it might be good.
Oh, that sounds like it might be, unless it's really Netflixed. Sometimes Netflix will do their own movie, and it kind of like Netflix.
Netflix is too cheesy.
That's not good. This is like a Hallmark Channel movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not quite
That doesn't sound like that, though.
No. But it's filmed like a Hallmark movie.
Yes.
Like
I know some of their comedies, their rom-coms are like that.
Yeah. Now on Friday, tomorrow, Frozen, the hit Broadway musical, will be on Disney Plus. Greenfell Uncovered. That's a Netflix documentary. It explores one of the UK's most devastating modern disasters, a fire that engulfed Greenfell Tower in North Kensington that resulted in 72 deaths and 70 injuries.
Oh, my.
On Netflix, a new series from Spain called Olimpo.
I don't know if that's right or not.
And
Olimpo. Ale Oxenfree.
Then Sunday on HBO, there's a show called The Gilded Age.
Oh, it's been on.
Okay.
It's probably like season 2 or 3.
And I don't remember, Sheila, did we talk yesterday during spoiler alert that Kelsey Grammer is going to be a dad again at 70? Did we talk?
Did.
That was on the air. We talked about that.
Yes.
Okay.
We did.
Anyway.
So sorry.
Well, no, that's fine. I just can remember if we talked about it off the air at some point yesterday.
No, it was on the air.
Okay.
Because you were talking about
how crazy it is.
how miserable it would be to try to be
that's right.
a daddy at that age.
All right, so we'll skip over that one. Ozzy Osbourne is selling his DNA
Of course.
so you can clone him. He's 76. He's teamed up with Liquid Death Iced Tea. His DNA will be available on 10 limited edition iced tea cans under the special promotional name Infinite Ozzy.
I'm wondering, is it really his DNA? And can you do anything with that? What they have on this drink?
Let's see, they have B vitamins. They have B vitamins. Have been drunk by Ozzy himself. These cans. Okay, so all right. Each can contains trace DNA from Ozzy's saliva, as well as his handwritten signature. So, yes, it is his real DNA from Ozzy Osbourne's spit.
Would you pay extra for that?
No, I wouldn't pay extra for Ozzy Osbourne's spit. I mean, we're getting
Would you for anybody?
No, we're getting a little too personal with
Sydney Sweeney?
now maybe the bath soap, but I don't want Ozzy Osbourne's spit
For y'all
in my
that don't
tea.
know, when he's talking about the bath soaps, the actress Sydney Sweeney said you can buy soap that has her actual bath water in it.
Yeah, they only made 5,000 bars.
So that's stupid. It's not, it's not really her bath water. It's a gimmick.
What? You don't know that, Sheila. You're just trying to besmirch the good name of Sydney Sweeney.
No, I don't dislike Sydney Sweeney, but I know that is a gimmick. There didn't come to like, here's my bath water. Actually put bath water, her bath water. And I don't even know if they put Ozzy's DNA in there.
It says that they did. It says that they did.
Well, of course, anything we read has to be true.
Huh. Well, they're saying that is for sure that you could have it tested and
Really?
everything. Yeah. Said he's been drinking from the cans before crushing them and placing them in a sealed container.
So, okay, so it's like his used can. It's not.
I guess. I don't know. We'll have to go to the Liquid Death Iced Tea website because they've got some videos on there about how it was done.
I think that's pretty funny.
So what if somebody does get one of these cans, and what if the technology presents itself down the road and that person who got one and kept it does clone Ozzy Osbourne?
I can see a really rich person doing that. Like somebody like an Elon Musk or something. If they're a real big Ozzy fan.
Yeah.
Can't you see somebody trying that? Trying to actually take whatever it is.
It depends on how soon it happens, because I mean, you're going to have to. I mean, to be a big Ozzy fan, you got to be pretty old now.
Yeah.
And so, if it doesn't happen soon, there's not going to be any real big Ozzy Osbourne fans, I don't think.
But if you think about it, like they've had that show on MTV and things like that.
That's true. Yeah.
So there's younger fans too. That's
Right.
probably a big fan of
I
his.
didn't think about that. All right, here's the question though, Sheila. If you could buy or win the DNA, we don't even have to say that. If you could clone any celebrity, dead or alive, who would it be?
Dolly Parton.
Oh, great one.
Because I don't want it. I can't stand the thoughts of something happening to Dolly.
Yeah.
And her little light just shines.
She would almost need to be cloned already so she can be trained by the real Dolly.
But yes, because I was thinking, does it really have their personality?
Right. I don't know. You'd have to.
And her little spirit and all that. It's probably not. It could probably look like her, but not really act like her.
Yeah, we need to clone Dolly now and then have a Dolly training program for Dolly clone.
True. But I mean, they wouldn't be brought up
Cloney
the same
Parton
way.
is
All
what
of
her
the
name
way
will
she
be.
was brought up and everything really made Dolly who she is.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you really can.
No, I don't know.
I want 100% Dolly.
I'm not sure if there is one I would clone.
Dolly?
Oh, with Dolly. Other than
Dolly.
I mean, Willie Nelson would be a good clone.
Yeah.
He'd be fun to have around forever. Betty White would have been a good
I
one.
was thinking Betty White too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know who else.
There's very few that are deserving of that.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if you could, like my mom, she kept a little bit of hair from my first haircut.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, if Jimi Hendrix's mom
Kept his hair and we could
clone Jimi Hendrix.
Maybe.
I don't know either. These are all things to think about on this rainy holiday.
Probably been sold by now though, his hair and everything. 'Cause
probably.
his mama's probably gone too.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
And then what happened to all that stuff?
No telling. Probably in a landfill somewhere.
Oh my goodness, the Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix first haircut hairs
in a landfill.
bottom of a landfill now, man.
Yes. That needs to be in a museum.
All right, coming up, we don't have a real good for today either.
We'll find something to talk about.
Just wanted you to know ahead of time in case you're a big real good fan. I do want you hanging
Oh,
out.
but we have questions, right?
Yeah. We still
I've
got.
been doing pretty good on Ask Sheila.
Yeah, what are you up to?
I don't know.
I forgot to. I think it's 7.
It's like I've been doing pretty good. What
Because
are
you
up to?
got
I
2
don't
right.
know.
You got 2 right yesterday, so I think that would be 7.
I got 3 right on Monday.
3, 2, and 2, so 7. Yeah. All right.
You're right.
That's coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us, guys. We'll be right back.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Thursday morning forecast. A few showers and storms are possible through about lunchtime, with scattered thunderstorms potentially developing this afternoon. Highs today will climb into the lower 80s. Skies will be partly cloudy overnight with patchy fog developing. Lows will be in the mid-60s. Dry conditions finally return Friday with sunny skies expected and highs in the mid-upper 80s. Summertime heat will really begin to kick in this weekend with highs around 90 Saturday. Many areas west of the plateau will climb into the lower 90s Sunday. Skies will be bright and sunny all the way through the weekend. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
It's 107.7 Grace FM.
And Hub Plus on your Roku app.
And it's Red, White, and Boom on the 4th of July. And we're excited to again be the official radio partner of Red, White, and Boom, the largest event in the region and still on the largest radio stations in the region.
Did you know this is the 11th annual Red, White, and Boom? Not to mention, it's the second biggest 4th of July fireworks show in the state of Tennessee. This will be at the original Putnam County Fairgrounds on Jefferson Avenue. And this will be the biggest Red, White, and Boom ever.
Plus live music with Slippery When Wet, America's best Bon Jovi tribute band. Plus food trucks, a vendor market, the U.S. military, and family-friendly events going on as we count down to the fireworks on America's birthday.
And you can hear this year's fireworks soundtrack exclusively on your hometown favorites. 94.7, The Country Giant, and 98.5, KISS FM. And you can watch all the action on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
And don't forget, as always, it's coming up Friday, July 4th.
And we want you and your family there.
It's right here with Better Cookeville, Cookeville Communications, and 107.7 Grace FM, and on Hub Plus on your Roku app.
Happy 4th of July.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:48 now.
And a high today getting up to around 80 for us. It's 69 right now. And
All right.
cloudy.
I don't have any real goods today, but we do have these headlines, these dumb headlines that we see and we think, hey, that might be fun to talk about. If we need to, let's save that back. But we never really read the story or know the context of the story.
Right.
We just know what the headline is. So here we go. This is the first headline that we saw. We didn't click it. how a local diner became home to one of the largest teapot collections. Granted, I think that's great for them that they've collected teapots.
Something unique.
It's the teapot place, you know. I mean, you got to be known for something.
You got to be starting something.
And I guess teapots is where they're at. All right, now this one we probably should have clicked because it would be good to know, especially if you're in the market for a dog right now. These are the dogs most likely to get diarrhea. And I think that's good
There's
to
certain
know.
breeds that are more likely to get diarrhea.
I think there's some of those small dogs.
Hey, I got a little toy poodle.
You know, they're all shaky and stuff all the time.
She doesn't shake all the time, but she's hyper. She'll bounce around like a little pogo stick.
I think they got a nervous stomach.
Mine doesn't. She's pretty solid, so to speak.
Well, my big dogs, they're good solid poopers.
You know, I've had mine is a confident little dog, don't you think?
Well, I don't know, Sheila. I've never met your dog.
Yes, you have. You just didn't want to pet her.
Oh, at the Pioneer Days. That's right.
He acts like dogs are the most beautiful and sweet things ever, but wouldn't even pet my dog. I had to ask him.
Well, I didn't want it to take to me and then cry when it went home with you.
Oh, is that what would have happened? I doubt that.
Yeah. Dogs love me.
Animals love me in general.
I went into Southern Landscape Supply the other day, and there was another guy in there. He had his dog with him. That little dog, it just come right up to me, just like it known me its whole life.
That dog comes up to everybody. That is their dog there. It came up to Tim, too.
Well, me and Tim have the same family DNA, so I could see that.
He's really a doggist. He doesn't like small dogs. And my dog didn't shake. She was just friendly, wasn't she?
Yes. Your ring finger might reveal whether you'll be able to finish a marathon. That's not your ring finger, Sheila.
Ring finger is this one.
No, I thought you was flipping me the middle one.
Oh.
Well, the way you had it situated there, it looked like it was.
My little pinky don't want to go down. It's that.
Oh. See, I thought you was flipping me off.
Not on camera.
And then one more here just for fun. Why you need to use caution when peeling the stickers off of fruit. Why?
The bacteria might catch on that adhesive.
Sticker bacteria?
I'm just making it up. I don't know. But
Well, don't
maybe.
you wash off your fruit anyway?
I do. But not everybody does.
While you're washing it, sticker comes off.
I take it off before I wash it.
I don't. I just start washing it because it's a whole lot easier to take off after it's wet. It just bloop right off then when
You
it's
got to
wet.
watch it then. You should have clicked on that.
Well, I'm doing it right.
He's so
I've
confident.
been doing it the same way all these years.
And you're still
and
alive.
I'm still fine. So
Sometimes we need bacteria. Good bacteria.
that's right, Sheila. Well, there you go. All right, you ready for Ask Sheila?
Ready as I'll ever be. I don't feel it today. I'm gonna be honest.
I can tell you don't feel it today.
What's that mean?
Well, I could just tell. You know, but we've been working together a long time now, and I can tell when you're ready and
Just
when
like
you're not.
yesterday, you did something later on during the day, and I was like, I can tell he's upset about something. They're like, no, he don't look upset. He's easygoing. And he goes, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
I know.
Sometimes I just lay in the weeds and wait.
See, like a cat. I don't know why you don't like cats. Sometimes they'll
Dogs
lay in
do
the
that
weeds.
too.
They don't.
Yeah, they do.
They don't.
All right, here we go, Sheila. Let's see, what's this about? Maybe doing stuff outside
All right. Doing stuff outside.
or things that happen outside, maybe.
All right. Okay.
Could totally be a hodgepodge of questions. I'm not sure. When it comes to these, half of us love them, 30% of us hate them, and 20% of us are afraid of them. What are they?
Bugs.
No, good answer though, but that's not it.
Hint.
Um,
And it's something outside.
Eddie Rabbit,
Rainy night.
right? But
Thunderstorms.
thunderstorms. There
Yay,
you
that
go.
was good. Yay.
The old Eddie Rabbit hint.
Rainy night. Because let me tell you, if it's songs, I could be 100% all the time.
Oh boy! When I woke up this morning, I didn't think anything ever would come of Eddie Rabbit.
Did you know he had the same birthday as me, November 27th?
No, I didn't know that, Sheila.
I interviewed him too.
Did you really?
Told him that.
Well, how about that?
He acted excited, so he was real sweet.
Well, good. I'm glad.
You know he didn't care.
He didn't. Most people who try this give it up after doing it once. What is it?
This is something outside?
Yeah, it's something you do outside. Something you
Give
would
it
do.
up.
It's a recreation that you would do outside.
Well, that could be a lot of things.
I guess you could do this inside, but I think it would take a special place to do this inside. Most people who try this give it up after doing it once.
Jumping.
Jumping?
I'm not good at jumping. My legs are too short.
Well, people don't give up jumping.
I gave it up.
You can jump, surely.
I'm talking about that. What's it called on the Olympics?
Oh, like long jumping? Well, Sheila, I don't believe you'd be good at
Right.
anything.
I gave it up.
Athletically, that would.
You don't think I'd be good at anything athletically. Let's stop there.
Long in the title, you know.
Is it some kind? You said it's a recreation, not like mowing or something.
No. It's like some people would do this for fun.
Basketball.
I don't think you're going to get it, Sheila. I'm just going to tell you, it's rollerblading.
I would have never guessed that.
See, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I couldn't give you any more hints.
Because that's a stupid activity.
That's a stupid activity. I can rollerblade. I had rollerblades for a
You
while.
had roller blades, not roller skates?
I had rollerblades for a while. Yes, when I was younger.
I've never tried rollerblading.
I lived in an apartment complex, and I'd strap on my rollerblades, and I would whoosh, whoosh.
Well, so you probably knew skating first, right?
Roller skating?
Yeah.
Yes.
So do you think that made it easier to rollerblade, or is it totally different?
It's a little different. It's more like it's kind of the in between roller skating and ice skating.
Have you ice skated?
Yeah.
You've just done all the skates,
I have
haven't
ice
you?
skating. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a Maddie wanted to go ice skating.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah.
So me and Caleb and Maddie, we went ice skating. We get to the ice skating rink. We rent our ice skates. We get our ice skates on. It's time to go ice skating. Maddie decides she does not want to go ice skating.
I was thinking that was going to be it.
And I thought, I have paid all this stuff.
You're getting your butt out there and you're ice skating.
Well, I tried to convince her, but she just wouldn't. She's, now. You know how she does.
Yeah. Like she does that now.
And
as a grown woman.
And then it's like, well, no, we pay for this. We've got an hour in here. We've got our skates already. We're doing it. So me and Kayla, we went out and we ice skate. We spent the entire hour. And boy, she was mad. She sat there in the chairs on the side, didn't ice skate any, but me and Caleb did the whole hour.
Because y'all like, we're going to get our money's worth.
Oh, yeah. We sure did.
All right. What's the third question?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I forgot. Even this could be considered risky. 75% of us will do it this month. What is it?
And it's outside.
No, this one, it would be inside, probably in your bathroom.
Risky.
Even though this could be considered risky, 75% of us will do it this month. What is it? Heck, I did it this morning in the bathroom.
Something slippery?
No, not something slippery. Be something you would do to yourself, like to clean a little bit.
And it's risky. Shaving?
No.
Manscaping?
Now that is risky, but it's not the answer.
Oh, dropping something in the water that's plugged in.
No.
That's risky.
That's almost death right there.
Right. That's risky.
Putting a cotton swab in your ear is the...
Oh, my gosh. I do that all the time.
I do it all the time.
I know you're not supposed to.
I don't shove it all the way in.
I don't either.
It's just the cotton swab.
It's maintenance.
Yeah.
Cleanliness.
Right.
Sometimes you got to get that wax out, but you don't stick it all the way
Not
in.
all the
you
way
don't
in.
burst your eardrum.
Oh, gosh, no, Sheila. Who would do that?
Tammy Hogan, Director of Operations at Willow Window. She's in here. I just saw her come in.
So you're up to 8.
Oh, I'm up to 8.
You only got
coming in next.
You only got one
I'm up
today.
to 8. Boom. Got tomorrow.
Anyway, so and then who else is it?
And Homero Gonzalez from Harmacy
Right.
Hot Sauce.
That's going to be delicious. Can't wait for that. That's all coming up here next on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio.
TRN News.
A man is behind bars after he was caught near Memphis Mayor Paul Young's home, armed with a taser, rope, and duct tape. Police say 25-year-old Trenton Abstam was caught on surveillance footage scaling a wall and heading directly towards the mayor's house. Abstam is charged with stalking and aggravated criminal trespass. More charges are pending. The man who reportedly pulled a gun at Nashville's No Kings rally is now facing additional charges. Murfreesboro police say 19-year-old Elijah Millar was taken into custody again yesterday. He is allegedly in possession of several other firearms, which is a violation of a previous conservatorship order. Police say that conservatorship was established due to concerns with Millar's mental health. I'm Scott Hooper.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Me? I started smoking when I was 13. I always thought when the time came, I could quit. No problem. Then at 28, I tried to go cold turkey, and I found out how hard it really was. I made it all day without a smoke. Right until I met up with the guys. But I learned something that night. In fact, every time I tried to quit, there were more than a few, I learned a little more about what worked and what didn't work for me. And when I realized that I wasn't alone, that most people don't quit on their first or second attempt, I knew there was still hope. Today, I'm an ex-smoker. My only advice is to never, ever give up trying to quit.
If you're trying to quit smoking, the American Lung Association is here to help every step of the way. Visit quitterinyou.org for tools, tips, and stories from smokers we've helped to finally quit for good. The American Lung Association. We support the quitter in you at quitterinyou.org.
A film icon and music icon with Tennessee ties is receiving a top honor. Lisa Taylor has the story.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
Tom Cruise and Dolly Parton are among those chosen by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences to be honored at this year's Governors Awards. The Academy's Board of Governors will honor Tom Cruise with an honorary Oscar, saying his incredible commitment to our filmmaking community, to the theatrical experience, and to the stunts community has inspired us all. Meanwhile, Parton will receive the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award. The board said Parton exemplifies the spirit of the award through her unwavering dedication to charitable efforts. The 16th Annual Governor Awards will be held November 16th in Los Angeles.
And severe weather will be possible tonight across a good chunk of the state, with the highest threat being across portions of Middle and West Tennessee into the overnight. I'm Scott Hooper, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Cookeville Communications News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville Leisure Services put out a reminder this week about dogs needing to be leashed when out in public. Officials said the ordinance reminder comes after recent issues with dogs running loose in various parks across the city. Failure to follow the ordinance could result in a citation. Putnam County's Budget Committee voted this week to recommend allocations of $97,000 to various nonprofit groups. County Mayor Randy Porter said a 3-member committee takes on the task of reviewing those nonprofit requests each year. All total, 21 organizations made requests for funding this year, asking for $267,000 in funding from the county. The Overton County School Board has appointed Kim Dillon as the interim director of schools. Dillon will serve until a full-time director is hired. She currently serves as an instructional supervisor for grades 7 through 12. That's the news from the Cookeville Communications News Center. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Thursday morning forecast. A few showers and storms are possible through about lunchtime, with scattered thunderstorms potentially developing this afternoon. Highs today will climb into the lower 80s. Skies will be partly cloudy overnight with patchy fog developing. Lows will be in the mid-60s. Dry conditions finally return Friday with sunny skies expected and highs in the mid-upper 80s. Summertime heat will really begin to kick in this weekend with highs around 90 Saturday. Many areas west of the plateau will climb into the lower 90s Sunday. Skies will be bright and sunny all the way through the weekend. Be sure you're following Upper Cumberland Weather on Facebook and X for the latest weather information.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Oh, yo. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:07. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by our friends at Elevate Real Estate.
And we are, of course, in the beautiful Willow Window Studios, and we love Willow Window. So we wanted to introduce you to Miss Tammy Hogan, who is now Director of Operations at Willow Window. And I know you're so excited to be here, too. This is a great group, isn't it?
Oh, it is. They're wonderful, and they're so welcoming, and they're just excited because they're on the precipice of some serious growth here. And so what a great time and opportunity to step into such an organization that just literally holds, they wrap their arms around every employee here. It's just really sweet.
They do. And then they take care of their clients,
customers.
as well.
Oh, that's the number one. I mean, it's not number one. Everybody's a part of it. It's like it's a family, and it's just really special. It's awesome.
It really is. And you guys are a big sponsor of Freedom Week, too, Willow Window. And Freedom Week is very special to our whole country, but especially this area.
Yeah.
We've got lots of...
it starts June 28th in Gainesboro, and then...
lots of, freedom celebrations for Independence Day.
And then Baxter will be there for the Baxter Independence Day blowout.
Yeah.
Big Marv is involved this year for the people who just want to do it yourself. So we'll be out there.
Marv. I love that name.
I just love Marv.
Big Marv.
He's just a good dude.
He is. He's so fun.
Then, of course, on the 4th, it's Red, White, and Boom at the old fairgrounds in Cookeville. And then July 5th, we're in Monterey for Fire on the Mountain. And that's a all-day deal. They've got a 5K. And if you haven't seen the vintage baseball teams that play,
no,
they're playing a vintage baseball game. They dress like they're from the 20s or whatever.
I like those
Field
old
of Dreams.
Yeah.
You build it They will come.
And they're doing that at the new Nathan Walker Sports Complex there in Monterey.
Awesome.
Those
on the
old
5th as
uniforms
well.
are cool looking anyway.
Yeah. I
So-
tried my hardest to talk Upper Cumberland Reporter into going and broadcasting it, but doing it like they're 20s announcers. Oh, here comes Sparky McGee.
Oh, I agree. That would be so cool.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
Yes.
It'd be hard to stay in character that whole time. It'd be hard to do this the whole time.
I can so see Jacob doing that. He's the one that usually comes in with
Yeah.
us on Upper Cumberland Reporter.
I think that'd be a stitch.
I think
but-
it'd be
It would.
great.
It
Yeah.
would.
But anyway, it's all right. But so that's Freedom Week. So without Willow Window, there's just no way possible that we could pull all that off. So
Yeah.
it's a great partnership, and John and Brittany always willing to sign on and do great things within the community. So we really do appreciate Willow Window. And now Tammy's here, so
Yeah.
we're going to do some stuff at each individual fireworks show as well with Willow Window. They got some really cool American flag bags, and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that given
Because
out.
there's always those moms and dads who they forgot a bag or something to carry their stuff in with the kids, and it's like that's what a great opportunity, And it also shows how much Willow Window loves our community.
Yeah, and they're good bags too. They're not those string bags
Right.
that everybody hands out. These are
Right.
like substantial bags.
Not plastic. Not plastic.
No. They're. I mean, really.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you could take them to Aldi. They're that nice.
They're Aldi quality.
They're Aldi quality. They're
Hey,
not.
there's something to say about that. Let me tell you.
I mean, if you got a bag good enough to take to Aldi, that's
I'm
a nice
telling you,
bag, right?
That's right.
So, what is your favorite thing so far? I know you haven't been a part of Willow Window but a couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
But you were talking about just the feeling that everybody gives you. What is some of your favorite things since you've been here that you've discovered?
The first thing that I love, okay, because I've my career has been based on families and oriented around children, and so same as here. It's like because my father is just so important to me, and so I'm his, with him to help him and that sort of thing. So when you walk into a company that really kind of also shares your ideals and the way that you look at things and you with your family and it upholds that, and it's not just with their family, it's with the family here at Willow Window. And so it just means a lot to me. And that's one reason why I stepped on. It's important to continue that. And, you can do ministry anywhere, really, and just to pour into these folks here. There's, all the way from installation to production to sales. All these people wanted to be a part of a family and a business family. It's not just coming to work, because there's something to say about coming to work and just going to work to have, earn a check.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to live like that. I don't know about you. I mean, if you're in a place for 40 hours or more a week, you want to enjoy what you're doing
Sure. Yeah.
and be a part of something special. And I've
And
always
if people do enjoy it,
Yeah.
they normally do a better job.
Absolutely. And I think that's why they have such a good customer base as well, because they've got all these people in the community that really believe in what they do, because they value the customer as if they were a part of the family. And I love that, because in my career, that any job I've ever had, it's been that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sincerity.
Yes, exactly.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like now I feel like I'm at the age now where if you're just not sincere,
yeah,
I don't have time.
Right? For real.
We were talking about that we're all, above 50.
What? Wait, what?
What are you talking about, Jason? He ribs me every day on that. I'm only 3 years older than him because Sheila's old. Oh, she's so old.
Well, but we were
Hey, now wait a minute. She and I are the same age.
Well, how old are you, Tammy?
Where's your walker, Jason? I don't know.
How are you? You're 53 too?
54.
Oh,
I'm the old one in the
54.
room. Well, I was going to say, am I the old one in the
Yeah.
room? Okay.
No, I'm
Yeah.
54.
Okay.
He's a baby at 51
Oh,
Yeah.
bless.
or 52.
I'll be 52.
There you go.
I'll be 52. I think that's right.
I'll be 55 in November. Ooh,
Hey, ooh, get a snap.
Then that's right. I'll be 52 in November then.
let's just call it double nickels. That sounds cuter.
You know,
But we were talking about, that it's,
There's a freeing that comes to being in your
right.
50s.
well, not just
Right.
that, but when you're younger, or at least, in past generations, if you're 50, you're doing whatever you've been doing since you were 30.
Yes.
Probably.
Right.
You know, you got a job.
Learned behavior.
You stuck with it. That was what you did.
You're not supposed to leave it.
You retired. You know, but right now, you know, that was back when companies offered retirement.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would stay and they would retire and they would, you know, that would be it. But now it seems like these days, and it's not just us,
No.
but it's a lot of people that you turn 50 and you can reinvent yourself.
It's so awesome.
And I think
embrace it.
And I mean, we've all kind of done that
Yes.
in this room. And now,
Yes.
now you're doing it. This is a whole new chapter
Yes.
that you get to write.
Absolutely.
And it really is
exciting.
fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I just felt like, you know, I've got things I want to do before I get too old to do them. And I'm still
Right?
young enough and vibrant enough that, I need to do what I really want to do.
Yes, because you don't
And I
want to
still
wait.
wanna work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you don't want to wait 20 years down the way, look back on your life and
have
go,
so many regrets.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I'm
No.
afraid of that.
There has to be a good balance.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty special when you can get to the point where you're just like, you got to have a good balance.
Yeah, you do. And you can also, you know, really pour into your work then too. It seems like, you know, at least for me anyway,
Yeah.
it seems like I actually have more energy for that now
Yeah.
than I did when I was younger.
Absolutely.
Because all I want to do when I was younger, go in, get it done, and then
Yeah.
get to doing whatever. But
Yeah.
now it's more of a passion project,
Right?
than it is a
Mhm.
career change.
Right. Exactly.
And then, you know, you can take the time to go learn some stuff.
Mhm.
You know, like
Who says you can't teach old dogs new tricks?
Yeah.
Snap.
For about 2 years, I just decided I was going to try whatever I wanted to try
Mhm.
and see where that led me.
Yeah.
I mean, I even went to Jerry's IGA and cut meat for a couple of months because I wanted to learn how to butcher.
Awesome. You did?
Yeah, and it was a blast. I met so many great people at Jerry's IGA.
Totally cool.
And so I learned how to do that. And I wanted to put on big concerts and events. Well, Chris
Yeah.
Landers,
Yep.
God bless his soul, thought that was a good idea. And we played with that for a little while. But all of those things, you know.
It helped you be where you are now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
And
there's
I felt like I was taking a paycheck to learn. I'm like, I'm getting paid to learn new things. How
Yeah.
exciting is that?
yeah, it's really, I mean, and you can do that when you hit a certain age.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not
Or
that-
you could go the other way too. I mean, I've had friends that really look at it like it's, you know, oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm, you know, having to start over. It's,
Mhm.
I just want to encourage anybody in their 50s, man, grab a hold of it.
Yeah, let's go.
Embrace it.
Yeah.
Because it's a special time, you know, it's like, it's just an opportunity to really just let yourself kind of see who you really are.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even just who you really are, but it's also maybe the second part of your life.
Yeah, that's how I looked at
It's
it.
exciting.
Well, being over 50 is not like being over 50 years
Like 30
ago.
years ago.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
really, if this was 30 years ago, y'all would both have those old lady haircuts by now.
I mean, just
God
think of it,
help
Golden,
us.
Golden Girls, they were our age when they were in that
Yeah.
show. And I'm like, all of them
Yeah.
looked
Yeah,
10
y'all
or
are
15 years
y'all
older.
are golden girls right now.
Let me just tell you though, I love Golden Girls.
I do too.
Oh my gosh, it's the
Which
show.
golden girl would you be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Let's see here,
I'm
Tammy.
thinking, who would I be?
Well, I know. Well, I don't. Oh, that is really a good question. That's a hard question to ask on the radio.
Right, because y'all all want to say Blanche.
I
but
know.
I'll be
'cause
a cross
she's
between
spicy.
Betty White and Blanche.
But you don't want to come off like a slut. Right?
But she's
I
a
get
good,
it.
sweet Southern one.
Yeah.
Well, I love them all. It's so beautiful how they all kind of tie together, you know. And they made it like, you know, hey, it's good to be over your 50s and have a good time.
Yeah, they
so
were having
I
a
think
great
they
time.
broke the mold when it came to
I
that.
do
I do. I do. Yeah.
You're definitely a rose, Sheila.
Am I Rose?
You're
I
definitely
can
a
see
rose.
Rose in me too sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody's got a little rose in them.
Oh,
I think,
everybody,
Yeah. And probably everybody's got a little Blanche.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of every one of
Dorothy.
them.
Dorothy.
The
Yeah.
looks that she would give people.
Yeah.
Dorothy.
Oh.
All right, guys. We'll get back on some sort of topic
This has been fun so far.
that well, I think we're supposed to be talking about Willow Window.
Oh, I think the big boom. I want to talk about that.
all
Get
right.
ready.
All right,
Get
sounds good.
ready.
We'll talk about that coming up here in just a little bit more with Tammy Hogan. And just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville, live here in the Willow Window studio. We'll be right back.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from Summerspace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. Summerspace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 720.
Well, Director of Operations for Willow Window is Miss Tammy Hogan.
That's a big fancy
That's what I wanted to say. Okay, I know Director of Operations is over a lot of things, but can you kind of explain what you're doing?
Absolutely. Well, Willow Window is getting ready to, like I said, they're getting ready to grow exponentially. And it's really neat when you can see people who founded a business, a couple in particular, who work together every single day and they're still as connected as Jonathan and Brittany are. I think that's precious.
Yeah.
But when you get to the point that they're at right now, they got to have someone in the in-between. Because I think it helps to provide a good balance. We were talking about balance a while ago with age, same with a business. When you're getting ready to grow like that, you got to have somebody that can come in that's not the business owner. Because when you're the business owner, you're trying to observe everything. You almost drive yourself crazy because, hey, that's, in the end of the day, it's coming out of your pocket, right? So I'm excited about it. And what a great opportunity to step in and be that person to really help them run their business. So not only can they then venture out, because they're getting ready to grow into other communities, Franklin, Chattanooga, and it's a wonderful opportunity.
It's an exciting time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And it's neat because even stepping into this position, it's not a 60-hour-a-week job, which is really what I wanted to I'm an advocate for making sure that you find balance in your own life, and I'm doing it. And talk about turning 50. I mean, we were talking about a while ago. It's like when you get to that point, you just want to balance as far as your own personal life, right? And it's not that you don't want to give your absolute heart for everything, but there comes a point in time where it can drain you of what is potential, and that's not what this is going to be.
If you're not doing or feeling satisfied, it's like it does drain your energy, and
or even
with
if you
each
do,
decade, I've noticed energy gets less and less.
Oh,
so
right,
it's like
right.
we gotta
Part
take
of
care
taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
It's like if you're on an airplane and the oxygen mask drops, that's why they tell you to put it on yourself first.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can't help anybody if you're not doing good, and you need rest. You got to let your mind rest too. It's not just physical rest. Your mind's got to rest a little bit, or you wash out, you're burnt out.
Right.
You won't be any good to anybody.
Yeah. Well, and I also believe in, my family is just so very important to me. And my dad in particular, and you talk about here comes Independence Day. And so it's so exciting because he's a VA. A vet, he's a vet, and during the Vietnam era, and and he was working in Germany with all of the bombs that he's working with the nuclear missiles and everything, and so long story short, having the time to be able to help him heal from some things, and then also apply for VA benefits. That's huge.
And you'll never regret taking time to spend with your dad.
Oh, yeah.
And helping him through that.
Absolutely. And it was such a blessing to be able to do that. And then to be able to watch his independence come out when we finally got that approval, you guys. He got 100% benefits from the VA after being denied the first time. So it was worth taking that time. And then when Jonathan and Brittany approached me about this job, I told him how important family was. And so then I saw how important it was here. And so speaking of that, it's really cool because when you think about what Cookeville puts on for the 4th of July, I have sat there. I've been a few times.
Red, white, and boom.
Right? It's the coolest thing ever. And to be able to provide something so awesome for the collective community, no matter who you are, no matter what color you are, no matter how many family members you have, even if you're by yourself, it's beautiful to see the whole community come together and sponsors that care that much to make it happen for people in our community. That's the coolest thing ever.
Well, and I think that's something too that a lot of people in the community need to really look at as well.
Yeah.
Is that these are all local companies that are putting money toward this Red, White, and Boom.
And it is an expensive thing to do and to put on.
Ridiculously expensive. If you knew how much fireworks cost, you'd fall back in it.
It's crazy.
But these are local businesses. These aren't big chains. These aren't nationwide corporations. These are people from right here putting their money together to do something really cool. And it's, we people say all the time, well, I like to shop local. Well, really do it though.
Amen. Oh, I
really
absolutely
do that. And that's for anything. There's so many great local businesses that do the job of a big business, a corporate nationwide business, and they do it better.
They don't want accolades for it. That's right. I have been in, as you know, in this community for a while, and watching the goodness that comes out of these businesses' hearts. It's not, it's good to know that you see someone's helping to provide, but that's not their motivation.
Right.
Their motivation is to help elevate this community. I've seen it on all different levels. And then, to be able to sit there, and I actually was parked beside this family. I took my mom and dad, and we were parked beside this family, and they were in a car that had the hood literally braced down because they didn't have enough money to be able to fix their car. They had 5 kids, all under the age of 10, and you could tell this family was struggling a little bit financially, but let me tell you how rich they were. And it was the neatest thing. Oh, tears in my eyes. It was the neatest thing to be able to sit there and watch them enjoy this beautiful production that was for free.
That's right.
They brought a cooler. They just got to sit and enjoy each other. And to me,
that's what it's about.
Oh gosh, it just tears. And then on the
other
other
it takes so much money to go to a movie or to go eat out. They probably don't do that a lot because they've got the 5 children. And then to sit there with a free event that is so beautiful, like Red, White, and Boom.
Makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
Tammy said cooler, and I hate to be the rules guy, but you can't have coolers at the fairgrounds. If you go to any of the other places to park, feel free to take a cooler.
Oh, my bad. We were parked in a parking lot.
No, it's like, because you can see them through many places.
Right. I just want to put that out there in case Ricky was watching that way.
Yeah, no, that's important. That's
I got the rules in, Ricky.
No, but, when you see someone who, like Ricky and Randy and our leaders in our community, Sheriff Ferris, who really, truly have such a heart for their community.
Love this.
Yeah, it's really super duper.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to all of them. Everybody does a great job with their fireworks. Baxter does a great Gainsboro last year with just the backdrop of it being in town like that.
So awesome.
And then Monterey's is in town too.
I haven't been to theirs yet.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I'm excited. I might go this year.
I think Monterey's got 5 music acts that they're doing this year too.
I love music acts.
Yeah,
my goodness.
I love live music.
Monterey's got 5 music acts, a 5K, and a vintage baseball game all going on the 5th.
So cool.
So Monterey's going all out. Plus, you've been there. They do a great job with their fireworks.
They do.
Too. The Pyrotechnico is the people who do it.
Yeah.
And they do they did the Super Bowl this past year.
You're kidding me.
No, they did all the the stage pyrotechnics for
Wow.
Taylor Swift.
Wow.
And now they're going to be up at Monterey on
All right,
Friday.
y'all, you
Local
gotta.
Monterey fireworks. So that's like,
Hey, we gotta
how
go.
do we get that?
We gotta go. I'm down. You just sold me. I didn't even know about it.
Well, I mean, we'll be there. It's part of Freedom Week.
I'm down. I'll see you. I'll be there.
Come by and get your Willow window bag. Yeah. All right. Well, we learned a lot from Tammy today. We learned which Golden Girl we would be. It's okay to start over at 50.
Which is a good public service, I think, because a
And-
lot of us are like, they think you should have
Right.
a job and just keep it all the way until you,
And then we learned
until you can't
Right.
no more.
then we learned something we already knew.
Right.
Willow window is da bomb.
It's awesome.
Can I just say something about
Yeah.
the two of you real quick?
If you want to.
If it's good.
You guys are awesome. I don't
Oh,
blow
you're just
air.
saying
No,
that.
no. I'm serious. You guys are pretty amazing. I just want you to know.
We love you too.
Love you.
Because it's like, it's just, when you find your place, it makes you a happier, better person.
Yeah.
Even though I picked
In
on
your
this one, he's
50s.
pretty good.
Yeah, you can get it all done in your 50s. There's nothing wrong with that. 50's the new 30.
I think so.
Hey, I agree.
Let's start saying that.
It is.
The more we say it, the more true it will become.
Right.
Say it into reality.
How it works. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. Harmacy hot sauce.
I like how
What?
pharmacy.
Bring it
The
on.
most delicious hot sauce in the world.
In the world.
And
And
it's
created right
right
here.
It is?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Where do you buy it?
Well, you'll get to find out here in just a
I
minute.
can't wait.
Tammy, hang on a second.
I like hot food, Jason.
It's Good Morning Cookeville.
Just like me.
We're
She
live
cannot
in
wait.
the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Never ever, 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 never ever, ever, never been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. For a limited time, Ford has announced employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Everyone gets employee pricing. There's never ever, ever, ever been a better time to buy a new Ford than right now. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnofCookeville.com. See dealer for details. Some exclusions apply.
Did you know that all of our stations have some great half-price Upper Cumberland deals? You're supporting local businesses and getting great savings at the same time.
Businesses like Fog Light Food House, CG's Boutique, The Exceptional Bean, Fire and Vine Restaurant and Rooftop Bar, and the Royal House of Cheese.
Visit any of the Cookeville Communications station websites for more information or to purchase a half-price gift card.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. The Men's College World Series is set as Coastal Carolina took care of Louisville 11-3 to make their second final, while LSU came back to walk off Arkansas and went 6-5 in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs yesterday. Coastal Carolina will play LSU in a best-of-3 series starting on Saturday. Arkansas led 5-3 with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth when a line drive bounced off the head of the Razorback left fielder, allowing 2 runs to score and tie the game. LSU singled in the winning run the next AB. The Buss family, who own the Los Angeles Lakers, plan to sell their majority stake in the franchise to Mark Walter for $10 billion. That mark is the highest ever for a U.S. professional sports franchise. The Buss family will keep a minority share of the team for a short period of time. The Buss family bought the Lakers in 1979 for $67.5 million. After being dropped by the Packers, cornerback Jair Alexander signed on with the Baltimore Ravens yesterday. He signed a 1-year deal worth $6 million with $2 million in incentives. Alexander is back with his close friend and former teammate Lamar Jackson, who they both played at Louisville. The Atlanta Braves beat the New York Mets 5-0 last night behind Chris Sale, who went 8 2/3 on the mound. It's the 5th loss in a row for the Mets. The Yankees lost their 6th game in a row, falling to the Angels 3-2. Red Sox beat the Mariners 3-1, and the Phillies over the Marlins 4-2. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:34 now.
And we're continuing to not only have fun with Tammy Hogan with Willow Window, but we have got Homero Gonzalez and Zach Porter. They are both with Harmacy Hot Sauce that is created right here in Cookeville. And you started it, Homero. You had like a recipe you came up with, everybody loved, and you said, they go, you should sell this. And you're like, maybe.
But hey, they turned out to be right. Turned out to be a pretty good idea.
So how many years now has this been going on?
So we are in our 5th year in business right now, which I'm very, very proud of.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When you first started, and I know we've been loving you ever since you first started, did you ever think 5 years down the road? So I know you wanted that, but I mean, it seemed like just a big dream, didn't it?
Oh, for sure. I mean, with so much that I was focusing on 5 years down the road seemed like an eternity. I was like, that's why worry about that right now? I've got so much on my plate here, but now I've still got a whole bunch on my plate 5 years later. It's fantastic.
Well, 5 years ago, that was 2020. That was the year everybody decided to, you know what? Let's do something else. Yeah.
Everything else is falling apart. Why don't I just start something now? And that was the time for sure.
It seems like, but and a few of those things stuck, like Harmacy Hot Sauce. And I think when we first met you, you were in a handful of stores. That's grown here.
By another handful, yeah.
By another handful. Good, good.
Well, and you didn't have your own building. Since then, you've purchased your own building where you can make it. And then, are you still being the delivery guy for all of these places that carry your hot sauce?
Yeah, pretty much. We're still self-distributed. We've focused mostly on direct to customer sales, so lots of online shipping and marketing across the country.
How's that going?
It's going very, very well. Luckily, it's gotten to the point where I've had to bring on Zach here to help me manufacture the product itself. We have a total of 5 employees right now. Which which is just incredible.
You never would have thought that. You're like, am I ever going to be able to afford other employees?
Seriously.
And you're doing it.
And now I can't imagine doing anything without them.
Yeah.
Seriously. It's crazy.
I love how it started from such a small in your kitchen business to like you got a building. Now you've got employees too. I love seeing that happen. To be honest,
I was hoping it was just going to be those two because it'd be kind of like the Breaking Bad
of hot sauce.
I was kind of hoping for that, but Bob's good.
For a little while, it's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Him and I just killing ourselves in the kitchen.
So Zach is your Jesse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
Really
yeah, because you're a genius at making hot sauce, so that works.
And anytime I say we need to cook, you're like, we need to cook.
Yeah. I know the area well.
You need to create the blue hot sauce. But Zach, tell us how you became a part of it and what you're doing.
So one of my close friends, Robert Reed, who's also from Cookeville, has been friends with Homero for years and always kind of wanted us to be friends because he thought we would get along pretty well. And
you like hot sauce?
Love hot sauce. Yep. Yeah. Well, never was a very big hot sauce guy until I tried Harmacy, and I was like,
so different. Yes.
Really, what sold me on wanting to work there, because Robert told me that Homero needed a guy with kitchen experience to help him. So I went and met with him, and
I got kitchen experience.
I have a lot of kitchen experience. I've worked around here in kitchen since I graduated high school, and I went and met Homero and tried the hot sauce, and he did the whole showing me all the sauces and everything, and I could just see how passionate he was about it.
The passion he has wins you over. And 100%. Then when you try his product, you're like, to me, I like spicy, but I don't want it to be hot just to be hot. Exactly. His is flavor. It's flavor.
I want it to hurt, and it doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
make it hurt so good.
He creates some of for those of us that want it to hurt a bit. There's a bite.
But hang on, but it still has good taste.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the difference. Yes. You can get some hot sauce that does nothing but burn your mouth on fire.
And then you can't taste after
taste anything. But with Harmacy, Homero created one that has a taste. What do you call it? A taste profile? Is that?
Yeah, so it's something meant to enhance your food, not, overshadow it.
Right.
Did we interrupt you? We get off the trail.
No, ma'am, you guys are fine. Yeah, no.
Ma'am, that's good. She respect your elders.
Yes, sir. I can't help it. That's how I was raised.
I love it, Zach. But he said sir to him, and I'm like, you go, boy.
So Homero, do you have you still have the original sauces, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. And have you been creating more? Because you had several. I mean, and those were perfect, but have you been creating more?
Yes. So really slowly, I like to bring on new flavors very sparingly because they're really tough to develop, and I want to make sure that every flavor is unique and distinct from the rest of them. So I think last time I came by, I had 5. So since then, I've only added 1 more, but I am super excited.
What's this one called?
This one. This is called Ava Masala. This is the 6th and final core sauce.
Let me see if I can say it. Ava Masala.
Ava Masala.
Ava Masala.
Ava Masala. This is a curry mustard sauce. And we do make our own curry powders. We get whole spices.
You make your own curry powder?
Oh, yeah. We get whole spices, toast them, blend them, toast them up, grind them fresh for this sauce, and it makes a big difference, as you will see.
I don't even know how you can afford to do all of that, but that's what that makes the flavor different.
Well, that's what makes it taste good. Yeah.
Yes.
So you talking about selling stuff online. What's been your biggest seller?
Definitely Cinco, my tomatillo and clementine sauce. That is the first hot sauce.
When he says tomatillo, it's so great.
Yeah.
So
throw that Spanish out there.
Man, that's authentic right there. As you hear him talk, that's authentic.
So that
It's
is
the
the
real
first,
stuff.
the first hot sauce that I ever made, and it also happens to be the one that has a really good commercial. Like, I accidentally made a perfect commercial for it, and yeah, people absolutely
That wasn't an
love it.
accident. I know you. You're creative.
It just came together in the right way. I've tried to recreate it since, and it's really tough.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was turning that particular video into a commercial until the second half when I was making it. I was like, oh. But yeah, it seems to resonate with a lot of folks, and it's gotten a lot of new eyes on the brand, which I'm super excited about.
When because I've been telling people about you, and they'll be, well, what? Because everybody knows I'm not a hot sauce guy, but I'll tell them, hey, if you want some hot sauce, you got to try this. And they're like, Jason, what do you think's so great about it? And
Because we know you're not a big hot sauce guy. Like, well, what do you think makes
what
it
do you
good?
think? What do you think makes it good? And it's got substance to it. It's like I told somebody it's kind of like a hot sauce salsa, if that makes any sense, or a hot sauce chow chow.
Yeah, it definitely borrows some. It definitely borrows some ideas from foods outside of hot sauces.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could say it's something like a blend, excuse me, of like hot sauce, salsa, and chutney, because that kind of opens the doors for the different flavor profiles and ingredients that I can use, and I get to make it up. It's great.
Zach, what's your favorite flavor of hot sauce that you guys have?
I would say Chi-Chi. It's our kimchi hot sauce.
Yeah.
I think
I've tried that too. I like it.
I think that you could make an argument that it's the best because we don't.
It mixes well with so many different things.
It does, like especially with like ramen, obviously, because it's kimchi. Like that goes together so great. I love it on like chicken, just like grilled chicken with some kimchi on it. You can broil a little bit, get it kind of tacky, but it's just I think that's my favorite. They're all awesome. It's hard to choose one that's like my least favorite. But Chi-Chi would probably be.
He's not just saying that; they're all good.
Yeah, like we legitimately our worst isn't bad. It just is like it's more of a preference.
That should be
thing.
the company slogan. Our worst isn't bad.
Yeah, they're
at our worst, we're still better than all the rest.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Our worst beats your best on its best day.
Yeah.
Amen. I agree with that.
Well, y'all need to come up with like a cookbook too, because took home a couple of jars and I forgot what the flavor I took home was.
One of them we can't say.
Yeah, it was the dirty
one that
word. It was the
is.
dirty word one.
It wasn't. It's not a. It's just
Saucy.
Yeah,
there you
saucy.
go.
That's it.
But
It's got a saucy name indeed.
but I mixed it with cream cheese and made like a cracker dip.
Beautiful.
Dude.
Yeah.
Stop.
Dude. There's no words, just dude.
Dude, man.
If you make that again, throw some smoked salmon in there, and you will.
Yes. I've done that.
Yeah, that is absolutely fantastic.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yep.
You grind that up to put it in there, or what would you do?
No, when it's smoked, it'll just kind of flake in there, so you can just flake it in and then mix it in.
Dude.
And it'll just you'll just have like kind of little flakes distributed through it.
Uh-huh. I like where your head's
Yeah,
at.
and you can buy it.
He
just,
could
like,
definitely
smoked out
help
the
you
store.
with that cookbook. couldn't
yeah,
he?
absolutely. I mean, the Harmacy hot sauce cookbook that just makes
I'd buy it.
When we have enough recipes, I think it just kind of makes sense to do it.
Oh,
just
for
kind
sure.
of bind
And
them
there
all
would be
up.
easy recipes.
Yep. So that's definitely part of the 5-year plan, and we're going to be doing much more of a recipe push this year, doing like video recipes and all that. So we're going to start putting those recipes away.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about. There's so many people that love his hot sauce. On your sleeve, you said a fan drew that. It's a hot pepper, and they're just looking over that hot pepper like, give me more.
So yeah, it's a little doodle of me like as Kilroy. But yeah, so somebody was having a bad time, and I was like, hey man, how about just like I'll send you some hot sauce. Like you sound like you could use it. And he's like, dude, thank you so much. Like that's what a nice gesture. I want to do something for you.
And drew that for you.
And drew this little doodle. And it is perfect. He like captured something. So when I saw, I was like, this is amazing. And I showed it to a bunch of other folks, and they were like, dude, that is so cool. So not only is it now on our shirts here, but I have it on top of the barcode on every jar.
I love it.
And what a great story to go along with it, too. That's awesome.
That was really, really cool.
We're going to try some of this hot sauce and talk more about where you can find Harmacy hot sauce and find him online. So go ahead and get you some. It's all coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back. Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:48.
we have been tasting this new hot sauce from Harmacy Hot Sauce.
And my sinuses are cured.
Yeah. Homero Gonzalez, who is the creator and owner of Harmacy Hot Sauce, along with Zach Porter, the director of...
The head of production.
Head of production. Yeah. The dude. Yeah. The dude. We just tried. Tell me again the name of this one.
This is Ava Masala.
Ava Masala, which is the brand new curry flavored. This is the best, freshest curry taste that I've ever had.
Thank you so much.
And I love Indian food too. And that curry is so good in that. And I don't know the mix of other flavors. I think Tammy said it envelops your taste buds, and it just is like a party in your mouth.
Here's the thing. Homero has somehow been able to combine two things I don't normally like
Yeah.
into one thing that I think is delicious, because I'm not a big curry guy and I'm also not a hot sauce guy. But
Right.
that
And
is
I don't think you are a
ridiculously-
kimchi guy, and you liked that
that
last
was
time.
delicious.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly what you're doing, how you're combining two things that I normally don't like and making it good. Yeah, you're magic.
Tell us, do you put crack in this to make us crave it
Yeah.
so much? It's okay to mention
When sales dip, we'll think about it.
I don't know why it's so addicting.
He's like, it's so good, I gotta have more now.
So tell us about this new version or this new hot sauce. It's curry.
There's other flavors in it
Yeah,
that I
what
can't
else?
even.
So it's the two main flavors here are curry and mustard, and so I wanted to balance two strong flavors using one another, and it came across as this like I mentioned a warm hug of flavor.
Yeah.
So you get all of those fragrant curry spices from like I'm using a Japanese style curry for those that are familiar with S&B curry. I styled my curry powder after that, and then it's also got garam masala spices, which are North Indian. And so we have a custom blend of those two things mixed in with some good old yellow mustard powder. And then we've got a dry...
Who knew that would be combined together to
Right?
create such a great flavor?
Now, Homero, have you ever put two things together and went, okay, that was wrong?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
Like what's the process of that? Like when you're coming up with something new, I mean, is it you make a little bit, you taste, and then you add and subtract? Is that how that works?
Yeah, pretty much. So, I've been eating all my life.
Yeah, me too.
Turns out. But what I didn't realize for a long time that I had been building this library of different flavors in my head. And when it
Yeah,
came
but
time
you're
to-
different. It's like I've been eating all my life too, and I know good taste, but I don't know if I would know to put things together like you.
So,
And you've not been to culinary school.
No,
That's
no.
what's amazing to me. You know these flavors. You're familiar with all these different flavors, and you know what works. Or you try. It's tried and tested.
Yes, yeah, I'm willing to try a lot of different
Yes.
things. I didn't realize that I had this like library, this Rolodex of different flavors in my head. And so when it comes time to like, I've got a taste in my mind.
Yeah.
How do I make it real? How can I try and get there? And sometimes it results in a wonderful new hot sauce, and sometimes it results in like, okay, that was just okay. That was maybe
Yeah.
not great. But trying new ingredients and stuff like that is it's worth the risk.
Well, that's part of the fun of
Yeah.
doing all this too, right? I mean,
really is.
to do the experimenting and all of that, and then so once you find this flavor that you want, and then you guys get together and figure out how to make a lot of it. Then, right?
Exactly right. Yep.
How much has Zach contributed to adding to those flavors? Or like he'll try it probably and say, I don't know if that works. Or you can talk about that, Zach.
Yeah, we workshopped the Ava Masala some like late last year and then a lot early this year. I think we did like over half a dozen test batches easily, just individual batches of cooking it and tweaking different things.
And see, that's expensive too with all the ingredients you're using and test batches that you wouldn't really put in a bottle and sell.
Yeah.
So that's a lot to even come up with it, but you
I
take
bet
it
even
so
that's
seriously.
good. You should start
Yeah.
a new one just called Mistakes.
That would be,
we actually
yeah.
do
I'd
have-
buy it.
Yeah.
We actually do have a way of sharing the early batches.
Mhm.
So instead of having a finished Ava Masala label, we'll have experiment number blank, And then
love
so
that.
when we do test batches, we'll write it's an experiment number or whatever until it gets its name.
Yeah.
And we'll just send those off with different orders and get people's feedback of early versions of the sauce.
That is brilliant.
Do they know they're getting it, or is it just surprise?
Surprise.
Oh, really?
Let us know what you think. Kind of
let
thing.
us know what you think. Here's this thing. Hey, thank you for your
a great
continued
idea.
support.
That's exactly what
Hey,
we'd
you've
write.
been subscribed for so long and whatnot.
Yeah.
Have some sauce. Tell us
Oh,
about
I
it.
love that. Great
I think
idea.
that's a great idea because not everybody likes the same flavors, but when you have a maybe not unanimous, but when more people like this flavor in it than that, you really do get a good feedback,
I
don't
think
you?
there's that, and I think there's a lot of people like me, would I have paid to try that? No, I would not. But now that I have,
you want it.
Yeah.
now I want it.
And you're more open to it.
Yeah, I'm more open
If you
to
just
it.
get it, you're like, okay, I'll try this, and you're like,
Right.
oh, I would have thought that I didn't like curry, but I've tried this, and
But now I
this
do.
is awesome.
Right.
Yep.
It's like you have said before, Jason. If you don't like a food, it probably just hasn't been fixed
prepared right. Yeah.
They know how to do hot
right, yeah.
sauce. That's their game.
I know,
Yes.
yeah. Started right here.
locally.
And got his name because a P was out in the pharmacy. Is that right?
That's it right there.
Yeah.
The CVS pharmacy on Jackson and Willow there.
They don't even know they helped you.
They don't even know it. I was hanging out. The P was flashing in and out, and I was like, pharmacy. It's like a pharmacy that hurts. Oh wait, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's just a
he
great
is.
way to come up with your name. It's just because
You'd been trying to think of a name for like several weeks. And,
Oh sure, yeah. And it
Yeah.
was like, what is it going to sound like? What's it supposed to feel like? How am I going to do this without a? And then that name.
Homero and Pharmacy.
So Homero, I mean, with the way this is growing, I mean, this is you now. This is you full time. This is a full blown about to go to Shark Tank kind of.
This is a full-blown operation. It's been full-time since the beginning of 2023.
Okay.
But now it's full-time with help.
When are you two going to
Right.
Shark Tank? When are you two going to be on Shark Tank?
Going no Shark Tank.
Shark Tank will be coming to us.
Yeah.
Shark Tank will be coming.
Shark
to
Tank will be
us.
knocking on the door. We
Yeah.
won't let them in.
Yeah. It's Mark Cuban. Let me in.
I love it.
I would let Mark Cuban in, honestly.
Well,
just to talk to him.
If
yeah.
if Mr. Wonderful shows up, let him in. That dude's funny as all get out. He'd love your hot sauce. Are you kidding?
He hates hot sauce, or he doesn't. He would never allow. His own words would never allow a hot sauce on Shark Tank.
He said that?
Yeah.
Mr. Wonderful.
would.
said-
I'm not letting him in.
You know what? I'm
He
impressed with.
hasn't had your hot
That's
sauce
true.
yet.
That's true.
I'm impressed with. He's done his research. He thought about going on Shark Tank, but now that he said that, he's like, I'm not going on there.
They wish they could have us.
That's
Yeah.
right.
What?
But you know what? Good Morning Cookeville's got you.
That's right.
That's right.
So for 5 years, this is where you are now. Five more years. Where do you see this?
The moon. No. I
First hot sauce on Mars.
do want to eventually send this hot sauce to space. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'm gonna work.
Well,
on it.
you know, we have a tech graduate.
Next time Barry Wilmore goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
We can make
oh,
this work.
Barry.
But 5 years from now, I would love to have, all kinds of new equipment, automated filling equipment, a larger operation so that we can make enough to distribute. Right now, we are barely keeping up with our production. Small batch, which allows us to keep this great quality. So the idea is to figure out how to grow to that next scale while keeping this quality.
Oh, I think that's the hard part for a lot of food products is how do we do this without losing the quality and the what's the other word I'm looking for here? Soul, yeah, so to speak, yeah,
So to speak.
whatever that is, that little piece of you, it's hard to keep that.
Yeah,
I
with
think.
big batches, it's hard to get that heart in there.
Yeah.
The heart and soul of what made it so great.
Absolutely.
So you don't want to lose that.
No, and every time you scale up, the cooking process, even with the same ingredients, changes.
Yes.
And so I'm really happy that we chose the hard path of starting from scratch, from that small stage in my kitchen, and then growing into and filling out every scale beyond that.
Well, you're doing it in a smart way. You're not overextending yourself.
Yep.
At least, I mean, you're a business owner, so you're overextending yourself, but not to a.
Well, I'm overextending myself, but not the business.
Right.
You care so much about it, you want it done right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And precisely.
So just real quick before we got to get out, run down where we can go get this, your website, and some local stores.
Yes. So the website is harmacyhotsauce.com. You can place an order and I'll get it shipped anywhere in the country or even military bases as well.
Yay!
You can get it locally here in Cookeville at the Walnut Street Market has the full lineup. You can also get some at Westside Grocery. In Gainsboro, you can pick it up at Miss Sally's Market, and in Livingston at Hill Hollow Market as well.
Okay. And then if somebody's watching, listening that has a store or would like to carry it, to just reach out to you through your website?
Yep, there's a contact form on my website, or you can reach out to me directly at homero@harmacyhotsauce.com.
All right. Well, man, thanks so much for being here today. We just love you, love the hot sauce. It was nice to meet you today, too. And
You can tell Zach, he has that passion for it, too. That's great.
Well, it sounds like Zach's got a passion for being in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I'm about to get out of here and go cook some of that hot sauce we can't say, and I'm, just fired up to go do it.
Go on his website. You'll see what we're talking about.
If you make
it's
one,
great.
If you make one that's super, super, super hot, like ridiculous, like you're doing it on purpose, making it to where it hurts you, I think you should call it Poor Life Decisions.
Poor Life Decisions. That's got a good ring to it. I like that.
So I just,
He's got great ideas.
no, because I mean that's what it would be.
I thought he was going to say, she goes, because you're over 50.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, give it to Sheila. She likes hot stuff. But yes, bring them back.
Poor life decisions, because everybody's made poor life decisions.
We all have.
So why not eat it?
Yeah, eat that poor life decision. Be done with it.
Sheila, who's on tomorrow?
Oh, sorry. It is Brandon Loftus, the skin guru. He's got a new place all his own.
Okay.
And then Jim Bowman, he's going to have Songwriters Night at Trackside tomorrow night. So we'll talk to him about that.
That's all tomorrow here on Good Morning Cookeville. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate, live from the Willow Window Studio at 10 o'clock. We'll be streaming the new Athletic Director press conference from Tech right here on Hub Plus.